Okay, so up here we have 5th class, page 55. So these are the answers to Sam's homework and they're jumbled up. Okay, so how do we find a fraction of a whole number again? What do we have to do? We have to multiply by the top and divide by the bottom. Okay, so for example, for this first one here, what do we do again? So we multiply by the top and divide by the bottom. Okay, so what's 3/4 of 36? Okay, it equals to, so 3 by 36 is equal to what? So 3 by 6 is equal to 8. And we have our 1. Okay, so 3 by 3 is equal to 9 plus 1, so 108 over 4. Okay, so what is 108 divided by 4? So 4 into, we'll actually take all this and move that over a small bit. Take that, move that there. Okay, so 4 into 8 goes how many times? Sorry, 4 into 1 goes how many times? So it goes twice. 4 into, and the remainder 2 then. 4 into 28 goes 7 times, isn't it? So our answer is 27. Okay? So 27, alright? So all we're doing is we're multiplying by the top and dividing by the bottom. Alright? So our answer here was 27, right? 27. Okay, so we have this gone now. So all we should do, remember, multiply by the top, divide by the bottom. Okay, so these should be very easy once you know that. Okay, you should fly through these, right? So these are all going into your copy, right? So then over here on page 56, question 1. So we have to write a number sentence for each of these and then simplify each fraction. Right? So here we have 3 is something twelfths of 12. So what do we know? So 3 is something over 12 of 12. So what is it? 3. Right? Okay, so how can we simplify this down? So what number can divide into all of this? So what number can divide into 3 and divide into 12 evenly? So if we were to divide a number by 3 to make it a smaller number, what could we do? Can we divide 3 by 2? No. Can we divide 3 by 1? Yes, but it becomes the same thing, doesn't it? It's just 3. Can we divide 3 by 3? Yeah, okay, so what's that? 1. Can we divide 12 by 3? Yes, we can. So what's that? 4, isn't it? Okay, so that's all we're doing. We're simplifying. We're trying to find which number can go in evenly multiple times. Okay, so for example over here, so 2 is something over 10 of 10, isn't it? So we have it on here. All we have to do is count it. So 2 is something of 10. Okay, how can we simplify this then? So what number goes evenly into 2 and into 10 as well? So does 5 divide into 2? No. Does 4 divide into 2? No, it's too big. Does 3 divide into 2? No. So what are the only numbers that can divide into 2? 1 and 2. If we divide 2 by 1, it's still 2, so that's no good to us. What if we divide 2 by 2? What do we get? We get 1. Can we divide 10 by 2? Yes, we can. So what do we get there? So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay? Now, do we change this number? So 2 is 1/5 of, do we change that to 5? Would that make any sense? Because have we changed the fraction at all? Or is it still an equivalent fraction? So have we changed it or is it still equivalent? Is it still equal to the same thing? It's still equal, isn't it? Because we know 2 is not 1/5 of 5. We know 2 is 1/5 of 10. Because over here 3 is 1/4 of 12. 3 is also 3/12 of 12. Because it's broken down into smaller fractions here. But over here is just bigger fractions but still the exact same amount. It's still an equivalent fraction, alright? So over here we have to do the same thing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pencil is 5 centimeters long. How long is the ruler altogether? 10. Okay? 10. So do that one for me and do the last one as well, alright? So there's 8 litres and 12 litres. Okay? So these are in your books on page 56. So do that question for me, alright? And you have one more question then to do for me. So this will be on Class Dojo, you have to fill it in your portfolio. So complete the following fractions to make the fractions equivalent. So the exact same thing we were doing the last time. So 1 over 2 is equal to what over 8? So what do we do to 2 to get to 8? So do we divide by something or do we multiply? If you want to get 2 up to 8, we multiply, right? So how do we get 2 to 8? What do we multiply by? 4, don't we? So we multiply by 4. I'll use a small one. So we multiply by 4. Okay? So if we multiply the bottom by 4, what do we have to do to the top? Multiply by 4. Okay? What do we get at the top? 4 by 1? 4. Okay? Now over here, we have 3 over something is equal to 6 over 10. So what do we do to 3 to get to 6? Or vice versa? So what can we do to 6 to get back to 3? We're going from 6 back to 3. What do? We divide by 2. Okay? How do we get back from 10 then? What do? We divide by 2. So if we're going backwards this way, 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Alright? So we're working backwards this time. Alright? So how do we do this one then? 3 is equal to something, so 3 over 4 is equal to something over 12. Sorry, 12 over something, sorry. So how do we get from 3 to 12? What do? We're going from 3 up to 12. We multiply. And how do we get to from 3 to 12? Multiplying by 4. Alright? So if we multiply by 4 on the top, what do we have to do in the bottom? Multiply by 4. So 4 by 4 is equal to 16. Alright? So all you're doing is you're going forward and back trying to get the equivalent fractions. Right? Fractions are saying the same amount, but they're just different numbers. Right? It's the exact same amount, just different size of fractions. Alright? Okay, if you have any problems with this, contact me in Class Dojo, right? You should be able to get this by now, right?